like for example, I don't think it's nothing wrong with getting a girl flowers, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But why am I doing it? What's my intention? Am I getting flowers because she's telling me I have to, or because society's telling me I have to, or because I'm being conditioned to think I have to, even though I really don't want to? Or am I doing it because I actually want to, and then the
Yeah.
byproduct is I'm doing it for her? You
Yeah.
see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Bro, if you don't appreciate yourself, like I don't, nobody can appreciate you.
Right.
Of course, having like a surround, like family that appreciate
That
being you
definitely
and
does
shit
help.
is very amazing. But then you got to get to that one point, like, bro, you got to appreciate you without your family, bro.
Yeah, yeah, wait.
Like, I don't just want to talk about girls. I want to talk about like us.
Nigga, we not talking about girls. We talking about your girl, nigga.
No, because somebody in chat said, like, what would you say you changed to appreciate yourself? So, like, I know I appreciate myself. What did y'all? We all go like, what did y'all say? Like, what helped y'all appreciate yourself? Did you grow up like, you feel me? Did y'all have a certain environment that was cheering you on? Like, let's hear it. They want to know. I'm gonna go last.
I'll say this.
Yeah.
My upbringing, you know, I've had a lot of people pour into me to teach me to appreciate myself, but what really did it was me putting other people's thoughts and beliefs and desires over my own, sacrificing things I wanted to do for other people and never getting what I thought I was gonna get out of it. You know, basically they throw it back in your face. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You do all this stuff for other people and they throw it right back in your face. Doing that for years at a time. You know what I'm saying? Being a people pleaser at one point, get to a place to where that pushes you to appreciate yourself. You finally get to a place to where I got to a place where I was like, yo, I'm about to do what I want, when I want, how I want to do it, and take care of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, basically exhausting myself by trying to do, by not appreciating myself, appreciating other people over me, kind of fucked me up. So then that's what taught me to really lock in with myself.
So I'm gonna ask this question real quick before praise go. So you feel like, because this is what I'm know. This is a beautiful thing. I'm glad we're having this conversation because we have two different perspectives. So do you feel like doing the things for the other people? Do you feel like that's not naturally you because you felt like it got thrown back into your face? Like, if it was all up to you when you were younger and like in your environment, do you think that you would have made the same decisions on your own? Before we continue this video, if you're interested in improving your confidence, improving your conversation skills, meaning you're improving your flirting, your mouthpiece, and your ability to have deep conversations, if you want to improve on getting more girls and the ability to understand what women actually want, make sure you check out the first link in the description and check out all my available resources that I have for y'all. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Yeah, I wouldn't. No, I didn't. I wouldn't have done all of them on my own. You know what I mean? I did
Okay.
it because I was basically, conditioned, upbringing, some aspects of religion, societal
Right.
condition. Whereas now, it's not that I think it's bad to do things for people. It's more the lens at which I view it. You know what I mean? And the umbrella it falls
Mm.
under. So it's like I'm up here, and so when I do something for somebody, right? It's still something that I'm doing for myself, if that makes sense.
Right.
So it's basically like, like for example, I don't think it's nothing wrong with um, getting a girl flowers, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But why am I doing it? What's my intention? Am I getting flowers because she's telling me I have to, or because society's telling me I have to, or because I'm being conditioned to think I have to, even though I really don't want to? Or am I doing it because I actually want to, and then the
Yeah.
byproduct is I'm doing it for her? You
Yeah.
see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like I do things that I want to do for myself. Like in the bedroom, for example, I can be depending on the girl. I might be very selfish, and I might be an unselfish lover, right? But even when I'm unselfish, um, it's not like I'm trying to do things to please the girl in the bedroom. You see what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just that's what I like to do. And the byproduct is I'm doing XYZ act for her, or I'm doing it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like I'm doing it because I actually like doing those things. That's what I'm saying.
I got you. I got you. So, were you younger? You felt like you were more conditioned to do things opposed to doing it on your own will. You said some of them you would do, but you wouldn't do all of this, like some of the, like all of the decision that you ended up making. you wouldn't have done based off of your upbringing.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
All right, praise. What do you appreciate? Like, how did you? How did you learn to appreciate yourself? And have you always appreciated yourself? And if you didn't, what changed that allowed you to help you appreciate yourself more?
Man, that's a good ass question, bro.
We love good questions over
Like,
here.
nah, bro, that is a great ass question. I would say what when I started to appreciate myself and what happened. Wait, did I change? Damn, nigga. Hold on.
Have you always appreciated yourself,
Oh,
or
okay, okay, okay.
like if you have, were you always aware of it, or is it like a more recent thing that you're aware of it? So like
Got you, got you. I feel like I've always like subconsciously appreciated myself. Subconsciously. Like I'm alive. So
yeah.
I appreciate that I'm keeping myself alive. Even though I do dumb shit sometimes, but yo, I wake up the next day alive, thank God. But it's not, I don't think it's always been like that, bro. Like I feel like I had to train myself mentally. Cause then I started to be like, bro, if you don't appreciate yourself, like I don't nobody can appreciate you.
Right.
Of course, having like a surround like family that appreciates
That
being you
definitely
and
does
shit
help. Yeah.
is very amazing. But then you got to get to that one point, like, bro, you got to appreciate you without your family, bro, because your family sometimes not gonna always be there for you and shit. You might have arguments with your
Was
family and
that on
shit,
Caleb?
and then that just because you had an argument with your family, you're not the same person you was before. Like they was appreciating you. So I guess subconsciously, and then like, but I really like locked in like at my lowest, like my lowest moment was like the break or make me part. So like if I didn't appreciate myself like at my lowest moment, bro, I probably wouldn't even. So it's like that really changed my mentality of like appreciating myself when I was like at my lowest moment and I pushed through that shit. Like imagine
What was your
feeling
lowest moment?
like Loki, my lowest moment was turned into my best moment in a couple hours. Like that's when my first crazy viral video happened. Like so it was like I think we talked about this, John. Like I think it was like how long ago was it?
When we talked about it, or when it happened?
A couple like months and months, like probably like 6 months ago.
When
Like
we talked about it, or when it happened?
when we talked about it, it was like a couple months before that.
Um, what what's her name? Kalia? That clip or the one before that?
Kalia, yeah, it was the same day as the Kalia.
That
Like the
was like
same day I
May. That
made
was in
that
like
Kalia,
May or like June.
May. Yeah, the May or June. Like that was the same day like I was at my low. Imagine like being at rock bottom, nigga, and then like rock bottom and then still walking forward, even though you're at rock bottom.
What had
And
caused you to
then
be at rock bottom, if you don't mind sharing?
like I'm gonna say like family shit.
Okay.
Family shit caused me to be at rock bottom because I don't give a fuck about like you know people that surround you tend to hit harder than
Yeah.
people like outside. So it's
Yeah.
like personal family shit like with content creating and all that type of shit happened.
I know how that shit go.
But like it got to a point like nobody wanted me to make content, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted me to make content and shit. But I still the same day I still made content because I really appreciated
That's
myself.
crazy.
You see
That's
what I'm saying?
God, bro.
So you see what I'm saying? So imagine like if you walking throughout the desert and shit, your legs giving out on you, you got rocks in your back, and you just dead ass tired, bro, and you just want to just stop. But then you just crawling. You just crawling. And then you hit your destination. Like it takes a lot of self-belief, first of all, but then appreciating you to
Yeah.
get there. You gotta you gotta see the vision in yourself. So that really caused me to start appreciating myself a lot more like and see like, yo, I can really get through a lot of things. Cause that's when like nobody was around me and I still made sure I was around myself, if that
Yeah,
makes sense.
you was your only supporter, like essentially, because the outside shit that's cool. I know exactly how you feel. I'm gonna share like a quick little story. I used to resell shoes. Like I had my LLC and everything, and
Yeah.
everybody around me, like my friends, like everybody was believing in me. I was doing my thing. I was handling my business, but bruh, the voices that meant the most to me, my parents, they did not support me. Like it was other reasons. Like it was more so for like safety reasons, like money. They wanted me to have a secure job. But like like I never forget the words like my mom saying I don't support what you do. Like I never forget that argument. I came down in my room and cried. So like I 100% remember. Like I know how I feel to not have your family or the people closest to you not support you. And I mean I had a whole bunch of people that did, best friends, family, like cousins and shit. But like my parents, people I live with, I used to come home and try to share. Oh, I made this amount of money. Oh, I got this amount of pairs. Like I had this amount of pre-orders and nobody, they didn't give a fuck. So like it is what it is. It's a tough lesson to learn, but in hindsight, like I learned to not share as many things. Like people not gonna see your vision. People, it's not meant for them to see it. You feel me? They just be projecting this shit, and I understand that. I do want to touch on what you just said as far as like in the desert analogy, and you just keep crawling. You said that that's self-belief, and then you also said that is appreciation for yourself. But I'm currently listening to Think and Grow Rich, and that's faith and a burning desire to want something no matter what, to not stop. And you did it. You didn't stop, and it's just crazy how that shit happened. You feel me? And look where we at now. He's taking pictures in the mall, getting kicked out of malls and shit. Crazy, you feel me? As far as what I changed to appreciate myself was, it goes back to what I said earlier, my environment. I started changing what I was listening to. I joined the Patreons, and I listened to motivational videos. I started listening to interviews and podcasts, and just hearing how they talked about themselves and how they and what was required of them to get to where they wanted to go. It was something that I lacked, and it was self appreciation. I'ma always give kudos to Taekwondo and his Patreon, because that's where I learned how to love and value and appreciate myself and understand myself, and that's the foundation of everything. So that's what I changed, my perspective. That's what it is. My perspective changed, and everything in life is just basically perspective. Y and D, you came a little late, but we asked earlier, what was the top 3 lessons? What were the top 3 lessons or biggest lessons that you learned in 2024?
Life is valuable. Life is valuable. So I had a near death experience where I actually did die for a little bit, and that was last year. Uh, they had to take me to the hospital and bring me back. I mean, it's crazy. Like every time I think about that day, it's still weird. It's like the weirdest thing. But what you wake up, like when I woke up, my first thought in my mind, I said, yo, like I don't want to be dead. You know what I mean? Like I really don't want to be dead. And obviously everybody watching this could be like, oh, that's an easy lesson to understand. But it's another level to when you actually get told that you basically lost your life for a little bit. You could have really been out of there if they didn't intervene, and it would have been raps. You know what I'm saying? So to go through that, you like, yo, I really don't want to be dead. And so you actually take I took more steps to make sure that's not going to be the case. You know what I'm saying? Like taking care of my health more, taking care of my mental more, getting in therapy. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Then the next thing is um, live my life how I want to live my life, regardless. The kind of a similar lesson that Praise went through. It's like I had members in my family and people I know that done kind of turned. I feel like turned on me. People that I was real close with done faded. You know what I'm saying? Away, and they look at me like I'm bad for one reason or another for the way I think about stuff now or my content and whatever. And it's very saddening. It's disheartening, but it's like, yo, I gotta do I gotta live how I want to live. You know, at the end of the day, um, they not up here with me. You know what I mean? They not up in my head. It's just me up there. And when you feel like you trapped in your head because you don't want to do the things that you're not doing the things that you actually want to do up here, and because you afraid of what somebody else gonna say, like I said, they not up here with you. It's you that's feel like you trapped in your own mind. It's you that feel like you locked away somewhere for somebody else's at somebody else's expense. And then the worst part is once I was trying to, when people started seeing what I was doing or the different ways I think now and how I move and with my content, to see people, I was so worried about what they was gonna say, right? When they seen it, they basically said all the negative stuff that I didn't more than I even expected. And I'm over here sacrificing who I really am this whole time for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just for them to basically shit on me and not even care about what my goals are or my aspirations. And so when you go through experiences like that, you like, yo, this person I'm doing all of this for, these people, or even if it's not a specific person. Like I said, for me, it was religion in some regards. I'm like, I'm doing all of this for a certain way I've been taught. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you to tell me that I can't serve God in this way? Who are you to tell? You know what I'm saying? You start to branch out. And so for me, it was really like, yo, live my life how I see fit. I'm not a bad person. I ain't trying to do nothing crazy to nobody. And at the end of the day, people will talk about ways you make money, like how they talk about praise. But at the end of the day, they ain't making the money for him. You know what I'm saying? He had to get out here and do it his own way. People that talk about a girl you with or who you like, but they ain't gonna find you no girl. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was talking about the Travis. I saw you posted yours, Vaughn,
Yeah.
but everybody was talking about the Travis Hunter thing. Everybody got something to say on his girl, but nobody's gonna go out here and vet and court a girl for him and say, "Hey, Travis, this is the one that really should be your fiance."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna no dating coach that's reacting to it is gonna say, "Hey, I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of free sessions to sit down with you and coach you through dating so you can find a new girl." No expense to you. It's gonna be 100% free. Nobody's doing that. Everybody just got a whole bunch of lip service. You know what I'm saying? So when I go through situations like that, I just be like, yo, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. Cause
Hmm.
y'all ain't gonna help me find no girl. Y'all ain't help me get no money. Y'all not gonna help me get into heaven. Y'all ain't help me do shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do it how I want to.
Oh, I'm glad you just said that because you had mentioned something. Um, I think I don't know if I heard it in a video of yours or interview. I don't know. I don't think it was on the phone, but you had mentioned something about like religion. I think it was the video we reacted to, and I know you grew up in the church and shit a lot. Ooh, I don't know. Anyway, I know you grew up in the church, and as a kid, like I feel like you grew up in the church more than me. I did go to church for a lot of Sundays, Bible services. Bible studies and all that. I want to ask you,
Yeah.
because to me, I felt this way for a little bit. Now, luckily, I'm getting back into my own beliefs and like getting too closer to God. Do you feel like how you were raised kind of made you resent your religion or resent, let's say, maybe going to church or like do you I don't know if resent is the right word, but for lack of better words, I want to say resent.
Yeah. Um. Nah. I mean, I would not really church. I would just say that um the the construct that I was raised in, what I realized is that a lot of it's man-made. Not all of it, but a lot of the things that I was specifically being taught and told I had to do was their own opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's really no negative consequence that's gonna come to me from doing it another way. There's nothing really happening to me. They just want to control me one way or another. For their own insecurities, projecting their own fears, whatever it is. And so what they do, and this happens to a lot of people in religion, is like they tie. And it's not to say our religion is bad. I'm using that as a placeholder, right? Really, as a term, but it's like basically I'm saying what happens to a lot of people, religion, they familial upbringing, cultural upbringing, is a lot of people are being told that something is just inherently bad because it is, and what they do to make you stay in it is they put a lot of fear behind it, right? You gonna go to hell,
Yeah.
you evil,
Fear.
you evil. You don't, for me, that I would get told I'm being selfish. I don't care about them. Like this manipulation. I don't love my family because I don't want to do, you know what I'm saying? And so you go through that and you realize you like, yo, like I'm not doing nothing bad.
Hmm.
I'm not doing that. Like if I could understand if nigga talking about killing somebody, I could, you know what I'm saying? Those things, of course. But certain things like doing some content, certain things like having a different opinion than you when it come to whatever in life, I don't think it's bad.
Yeah.
And what I saw, like I said before, what I really saw in 2024 was people that I was giving up my life for years, family, what I'm saying, friends, all types of stuff. When I had my own way of thinking, I was okay with them still having their way. But the fact that I wasn't 100% on the same page with them, they stopped fucking with me and they
Right.
started treating me bad. They started
Right.
talking bad, and that's where you realize like, oh, this ain't God. This is your man-made way that you want me to be, and because I'm not fitting into your construct, now you talking bad about me or you coming at me. You know what I'm saying? You wishing pain on me.
Yeah.
But yet I'm able to have my own opinion and be cool with you having your opinion and still be like, yo, we can be cool. But a lot of people, like the people I was dealing with, they didn't think of it like that. I realized the relationships was kind of built on like you do what I say or I'm not fucking with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I really agree with that. Hey, Praise, how much time you got left?
That's deep. Probably like 10. 5 to be safe. 5 to be safe.
All right,
5
that's
to be safe.
cool. All right,
5 to
so
be safe.
I want to ask you a question. Cause YD, I'm gonna touch back on that because I feel like I really relate to that one. I feel like I really relate to that one. Praise.
Nah, 100%.
2025. By the end of 2025.
What's up?
How do you? Yo, thanks for the sub and Slim We Trust. Thanks for the gift, Zakir. My bad. Thanks for the gift. So in 2025, what do you envision for yourself? How do you want to feel? What are some things you want to accomplish? Like, what's your view? Like, what have you been thinking about as far as 2025?
Low-key, I want to feel like a better man, and I want to accomplish better things. Simple as that.
That was cold. That was aura. That was aura wine. Do you heard that? Nigga gave 6 words. Nah, that's real though. That's real though. Windy, what about you?
Oh no, we ain't gonna get this. We ain't gonna get this nigga. This nigga said, I want to be a better man and do better things.
But
Um,
that's though.
Man, for 2025, I mean, I would love to hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I would love that. Yeah, I love
Yo,
that.
take a picture of that plaque, man.
Sure, as soon as I get it. Yeah, that's the main thing. Man, I'm trying to be like Vaughn. I want a girlfriend.
Oh,
Shit.
okay.
Where Miss Y and D at? You feel? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
dude.
So that might be another one on there, you know. Um, yeah, man, that's really, and just improving my financial situation. I mean, there's people in my life and my mother and different family members that I would like to be able to help out with. So really trying to get this content stuff going because it's the most lucrative thing. Like, well, I say this, it's not the most lucrative thing in my life right now, but it has the most potential as far as any venture that I'm in. You know what I mean? To be the most lucrative. So I really want to get this going like as big as I can this year. I really want to
What's up, Kevin?
take over the dating game. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to like. I want my face to be like, oh, that's that nigga. Like, that's who we go to. You know
It
what I'm
is
saying?
kind
Like,
of already like that, by the way. I just want to let you know. Like, I know, we not settling for less, but your face card is super valid. At least in my community, they know who YD is.
I find that, especially because on YouTube it's a little different than TikTok, right? So it's like if you could get a good amount of numbers on YouTube, like on your main videos, you kind of transcend a lot further. You know what I mean? Um,
That's true.
so I mean, I think my channel got like 1.5 million views. So it's like usually if I go into a dating space, if I comment on any post, it's always gonna be some people that's like Y&D. Like
You
I
feel
went to
me?
this white dude's page. I went to this white dude's page, bro, and I commented something. I had like 3 people respond like, Y&D, you need to get on here. I'm like, they know me in the white boy dating community too. I'm like, damn, like, oh, yeah.
In 2025, one of my main goals is to be in the flow state as often as possible. I want to be in that mode as long and as often as possible. Each year it progresses, like as far as how long I can go. But each year I do have my little moments and spurts where I feel like I slow down a little bit. I'll continue to work. I'm not just going to the club and doing all this other shit, but I do have moments where I'm super locked in, and then I'll get a little comfortable. I may drop one video every 3 days or every 2 days. 3 days is crazy. Every 2 days instead of the 3 a day I was doing and the 2 YouTube videos a week and all that. So I want to be in that flow state. I want to focus more on like almost like what Crazy said. I want to be a better man, but like I want to focus more on like how I feel, like almost like emotional intelligence, but more so like being able to control my mental state and like how I feel, and just learning more about myself as far as like actual like how my brain works and how my body functions, so that way I can do things that may give me more energy so I don't feel tired, or do things that allow me to be more creative and come up with more ideas. So I want to focus more on like how I can better myself so that I can, you know what I'm saying, once you do the internal, the external is just everything else. So I want to focus on the things that I can do in order to control how I feel, because that's super important. We all make our decisions based off how we feel. My brothers.
That's it.
Man, I miss y'all boys, bro.
I know caps.
I'm wishing prosperity on all y'all ventures this year. Man, I just want to see that. I just want to see y'all. Yo, seeing Percy on Kai stream is super crazy.
Bro, what happened on there? I was trying to figure that out. Like what happened? Like was it like a E-Day? Was it like what happened?
No, it was like what's it called? Splash or miss. You gotta call a girl and ask her on a date
That's actually fine.
in front of like the whole Kai Cenat audience. And then the girl I call dating the guy and still accepted a date in front of 80,000 people watching.
That's motion, bro. Like imagine.
But low key, so we've been trying to find a nigga and stuff like that.
You have a gram?
Low key, I do.
I'm detective, bro.
Nothing,
No. Send it to me. I'll find it for you. I'm detective, bro. Is she private? Send it to our group chat. I promise I'll find it.
Okay, bet. But I've been low key being a detective too. I feel like it'll be like some if I find Marcel, that's the nigga's name, right? It's Marcel. So if I find Marcel, I'm gonna be like, bro, I'm gonna have to hold your hands when I tell you this. Bitch, not your bitch, nigga.
That is crazy, but hey, is she going? What if my boyfriend found out? He won't. How would he find out? You right? That's crazy. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
But that's the shit that be happening.
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Like, bro, his reaction said it all, bro. His reaction said it all.
Where's the vid? I need to watch that, bro. I'm trying.
It's on my YouTube. It's on my YouTube.
Okay.
But that's the shit that be happening in real life though. Like this just happened in front of 80,000 people. But
that's the problem. That's the problem. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was scared and still scared. I trust my girl, but I'm still scared to be in a relationship. Just the fact that I have to worry about shit like this. Like, cause I know it's niggas like YND and Crazy on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And it's on my girl to be able to, and it's on me to make sure I'm doing my job. But at the end of the day, bro, like, it's still possible, bro. Shit hurt my soul that I even got to think about shit like this, bro. I want to take my girl off social media. I want to lock her up in a bunker. I don't want to nobody.
What you need a phone for?
Yeah, bro. What you need to call somebody? You can use my phone.
Nah, for real. Use a payphone.
You can't even think about it, bro. You just gotta let it rock.
I try not, bro. If I do, I start getting in my feelings and shit, bro. I just be trying like.
Not weird. But I do have to head out, y'all. But appreciate the invite to be on this motherfucker, bro.
But shit, boy.
Oh yeah, niggas, bro.